yeah, oh yeah. Looking back in a different way, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Today we departed the campsite and we went to visit Llanfairpwllgwyngyll, Wendropodd, Cantasilio, Goch on the island of Anglesey, and then we proceeded on to Caernarfon Castle.
Good morning everyone. We've just left Bronowendon and we're heading on the North Wales Expressway, and we're going to stop at the famous location on the Isle of Anglesey. Historic.
Exit roundabout onto A5.
And then I became a little excited as we crossed the Menai Bridge for the first time. Watch your mirror, Steve.
But we can do it. We can do it. Well, if you've got a very wide motorhome, you wouldn't want to be going across the Menai Bridge. Oh, look at that lorry. Well, we can get through, but most things can get through.
Llanfairpwllgwyngyll, Wendropodd, Cantasilio, Goch wasn't always the name of this town. They decided to put this town on the tourist map and invent the longest name they could think of. It worked, and the visitors poured in.
Well, before we depart from the car park, I've just had a heart-stopping moment. People are coming in and trying to park, obviously, but this elderly driver has tried to reverse, just missing Homer. When I mean missing Homer, I mean that much. We're in this location here, and I shouted through the window, but she kept coming back and back. So Homer may have had a close shave there and a near repair. So she's come from down there and edging through the gap here, and then trying to get into this space. And then trying to get into this space by here, but she failed. So then she's tried to reverse back, and so close, we're talking of probably centimeters to the back. I shouted through the window, I was shouting, but unfortunately her hearing was not the best, and she kept reversing. But luckily she stopped before impact, and it was more luck than judgment, because there's no way she would have known how close to Homer she was. But oh god, I need a stiff whiskey now. If I drunk whiskey, but it's not to be. Tonight I will have a beer or two instead. Okay, so the next trip now, the next is Caernarfon Castle, and I don't need a repeat of that. Come on, let's crack on. Well, I suppose we couldn't get much closer to park to the castle than this. So, well happy with that. Well, I haven't had the best of luck with things breaking while being away. First of all, my sandals broke, so they've gone in the bin. Then I lost my hat, and now my body bag. Oh gosh, look at this now. That's broken off there. So they say things come in threes. So it has happened for 3. So what's gonna happen next? I'd probably buy a new one of this. That's what'll happen next.
Believe it or not, Caernarfon Castle was built 700 years ago. And I've just read that this gigantic building project eventually took 47 years and cost a staggering £25,000. So, what happened here in 1969? Well, if you don't know, this is when Prince Charles had his investiture, which made him the Prince of Wales. Yeah, it was a big old do, and apparently, apart from the 4,000 guests present in the castle, 19 million saw it at home, and another 500 million watched around the world. Well done, Charlie boy. Okay, let's climb the tower.
Oh, a bit tight there.
We're climbing up the Eagle Tower, and apparently the walls are 18 feet thick. The Eagle Tower is its crowning glory. It was here that the most illustrious residents of the royal palace would sleep in real luxury. But did they have central heating? No, they didn't.
I suppose that's an old fireplace. I suppose there's a chimney. Oh, there is. I bet these doors are some age. Look at all this. It's all little passageways going off other ones. Okay, let's climb up again to the next level. Another fireplace. Let's check out the view.
I'd like a room with a view, sir.
That's what I call a sea view. I'll admit, it's a bit of a workout climbing up all these levels of stairs. Something took about an hour in the gym, I think. Visiting a castle. Oh, we're coming to the top of this staircase. I've lost Virgie again. I spy my little eye over there. So here's where we just come out of. The tower. And there's quite a few of them. All very much alike. Probably identical, really. I suppose once you've been up one, you've been up them all. Let's check it out again, the view. Yes, the soldiers of the time would have a great view over the water to spy out any potential invaders. Well, I've made the top of the tower. Seriously good workout. I think Virgie was the wise one to say I'll go down a level while I went up a level. But you certainly got great views of everywhere. Just turn this around and you can see what I can see. Well, oh, I can see Homer. I can see Homer. I wonder if you can. He's there, all alone. Well, you've really got to concentrate on what you do when you're coming down these steps, because one little false step, and I tell you what, you're going to be bruised or worse for weeks. I have put a rope here, which yeah, I'm holding on to now, because I don't trust myself. Steve goes record-breaking time from the top to the bottom. Is he taking the wrong turn? Right, definitely no health and safety in the days of the built the castle. Finally made it out to the castle walls. God, up and down that tower a few times, missed a turn. Oh, believe me.
I know the brothers don't get on all the time, but maybe this is going a bit too far.
Yes, Virgie says she's lost 1,000 calories walking up and down that tower, so with that in mind we can have a pizza this evening. And not feel guilty. Yes.
You go.
Oh, don't mind walking around the castle walls. Prefer that a lot to up and down the towers.
I think I'll give that a miss going down there.
Let's continue on. Which way, left or right? Oh, I'll be seeing these steps in my sleep tonight. Yes, I'd like a word with the health and safety officer at the time. Definitely. God, I bet there's been a few accidents coming up and down here over the hundreds of years. And that's not even in battle. They'll be running up and down here. And from here we can see the arch that we had to turn round, because it would have been disastrous if we didn't. What I can see on the roof. Stalactites. Yes, they are. No, tights come down, mites go up. Stalactites. Does Virgie want to do the other 3 or 4 towers?
No. I've done the 2.
Oh, that was me thinking you're just warming up now.
No, I've done the 2.
2's enough, is it?
Yeah.
Gosh, we've been up and down these towers, up and down like a horse draws. The close calls, nearly went once or twice, and Virgie. But we survived it.
And then we decided to have a look in the museum section. At least there was no steps up there. In 1812, John Harrison falls backwards off a scaling ladder, having been hit in the front shoulder by a musket ball, which ran down the arm about 6 inches, and in its descent took the calf off the right leg. He was then hit again in the right arm above the elbow. Harrison lay all night in the ditch, surrounded by the dead and wounded. He survived, but with permanent damaged right arm. That's what I call a hero. Moving ahead to 1944, this Japanese gun was captured in combat. Yes, there's plenty to see in the museum, but then we decided to move outside and see again the place where young Charlie became the Prince of Wales.
It's the place where Prince Charles did the business.
Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Oh yeah.